Claire from Creative the Ottaway. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up in the UK. Thank you for joining me. This is my weekly craft along tutorial. I like to make something with you every week, life permitting. It's coming up for Christmas and I've really gone all out into the gift boxes. No apologies for that. I love to gift handmade at Christmas, and the easiest and cheapest way to do that is put a couple of chocolates in a beautiful gift box and gift it. I mean, what would you say if you received this? This is a diamond box, beautiful. It's just white with a decorated lid and enough room in there to fit in, what are these, Raffaellas, two of those. If you were super generous, you could probably fit 3 in. I would say put 2 in and keep 1 for yourself, just because that's what I do. But yeah, look at that. And all it takes is a little bit of card, some pretty paper and some lovely embellishments designed by you. So I'm going to share with you how to make this diamond box. I'll share with you how I did the top as well, but you can go off and make it your own. Once you've got the general idea of the box, you can add all sorts of things. You could use designer series paper for the actual box and just make it really decorative. You could put ribbon around it. I haven't put a sentiment on mine. I'm just letting the bird talk. I might put a little sentiment on it. Depends who it's for. I like to personalise my gifts before I gift them. I really love this box. It's got a nice flat bottom. It's very generous. It's just really a square box with the sides sort of shaped. There's a couple of score lines to do, so bear with me and we'll go for it together. I'll do it as step by step as I can for you. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. That means that I use Stampin' Up product. Well, it doesn't mean I use them. It means I love them. I'm a demonstrator because I love their products, and I always use their products because they just coordinate so lovely. I actually went past this paper. It's really gorgeous. If I just share some of the sheets, it comes in 12 by 12, but I do a paper share and I chop it up and use it. I find that I use 6 by 6 more than I do 12 by 12, just because when it's in a 12 by 12, I just want to stroke it and not cut it. Whereas if it's already been cut, I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I can cut the little bird out of there. It doesn't seem so bad as cutting out a great big piece. So what are the patterns? I don't think I've got them all here because I've used them. But you get this one that's got the birds. You can fussy cut or use. It's got little sparrow feet on the back. That one's sort of snowy scene, bigger birds on the back. That's probably the same then. Yeah, look, there's the big birds. All sorts of birds going on there. There's that one, so we'll show you the sparrow feet. That one, that's just like a forest scene with lots of little birds. And then isn't that beautiful? And if you look really closely, there's little birds hidden inside it. I really like that one. I did think about using that one. This one, nice branches going on. And this is like a nice wood effect. And then you've got the green. They've put really lovely colours. And then this is what I've fussy cut out of the top to make my little bird here. So if I take that off, I've just cut that one, which is there. I think what I did was cut round and as a circle and then fussy cut it out. And for the next one, I have done this one there. Okay, so I've done that one for the next one. It is fiddly doing fussy cutting, but I don't mind it. When my hubby's watching something, I'll sit next to him and just do a bit of fussy cutting. So it feels like we're spending time together, but secretly I'm crafting. Absolutely craft obsessed. Can't stop crafting, day in, day out. Early morning, late at night, that you'll find me doing it. So if you've got a Stampin' Up catalogue, you will find the whole suite of products on page 31. I love the Stampin' Up catalogue because it gives you so many ideas. Look at all these. One page full of ideas of different makes, a gift bag, several different cards. Really, really lovely. The die set, if you go for the die set, it's got this outline here, which is just amazing. You could layer it up so many different ways, like they have on this card. They've done 2 different colours and just layered it. Got a couple of birds and some nice sentiments there. Down the bottom you'll see all the different papers. Was there any I didn't show you? No, I think I did show you all. There's some lovely gems and a really nice embossing folder. Embossing folders are one of those things we don't tend to use very much, but they're great for backgrounds. If you look at it on this card here, there, I've just got a smaller piece of designer series paper, but the background is embossed, and that just takes up most of the space on the card. So that's a really good way of getting most out of your stash as well. So I think that's it on there. Nests of Winter it's called. If you like any of those, just get in touch and you can order them from me, or go to my website at createtheottaway.co.uk. I'm so excited about making this box. I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to be telling you. So, box, how do we make it? Oh, look. Stay connected with me here. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, all over the show. Job done. Right, I don't need to do any more of that. Let's make this box. Like I said, it's really just a square box with the side shaped and then the lid. So the lid is super, super easy, but this box here is a little bit more complicated, but it's fine. We're going to take a breath and we're going to do this together. So, what do you need? I've got the measurements for you here. They're in centimetres and inches. You can screenshot it and then enlarge it. I've been asked to put them on the screen as well. This isn't my full-time job. I work for the NHS as well. I run a really busy house, all sorts going on, just life stuff really. So I promise, get round to putting the sizes on the screen, but at the moment it's just a step too much. After Christmas, I'll do it after Christmas, I'll start then. So I've done it in centimetres, I've done it in inches. I'll probably do it in centimetres today, or say the centimetres out loud. So if you're using subtitles or captions, that's what you'll hear. But I think that's it. I'll stop waffling. You can screenshot it, and I'll put that to one side because I will probably refer to that myself, just because I'm bound to forget. So I'm going to use white again because I'm hoping that it is going to show up for you. I started to cut the paper and then thought, whoa, don't cut it, Clay, you need to show them how to do it. So we need a piece of card. Now if you're using designer series paper, that's fine. You can use that, your paper trimmer, because it's got a cutting blade and a scoring blade, but just don't press so hard with the designer series paper because you're going to be folding this box a lot, and the designer series paper is thick but not as thick as the card. Okay, so we need, that's an A4 sheet if you're in the UK. If you're in America, I'm going by an A4 sheet to start with. We need it 21 centimetres by 10. So to get the most out of your A4 sheet, you can cut several at 21 centimetres. So I'm just going to cut, I'm sure I already did that at 10, but let's have a look. Yeah, 10 centimetres that way. Oh, and I also was just going to clean this because I don't want stickiness on my white card. So I'm just using some alcohol cleaner, just because I'm using white card and I don't want any marks on it. That's not the greatest clean, but it's better than it was. Right, 10 centimetres. So 10 centimetres, and it needs to be by 21. So I'm just going to open the arm out. When I first got this paper trimmer, I didn't realise it did that. I bet there's a few of you now going, oh, wonder what that bit was. No, just me then. So 21 by 10. And then what do I need to do? I need to turn it sideways so the shorter end is at the top. Okay, and I'm going to do some score lines. Now the first one needs to be at 1.5 centimetres. Now if I do 1.5 centimetres, there's not really anything to get hold of. So I'm going to do it on this side and use these markings there. Okay, 1.5 centimetres. make sure that that's right up at the top. Get that cutter out the way. 1.5 centimetres, and then I'm going to spin it round so it's now on this side. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does, just so that I could press on the paper a bit more. The next one is 3.5 centimetres. Okay, so 3.5, and the next one is 7 centimetres. Okay. So you should end up with 3 lines across your paper, one at 5.5 centimetres, one at 3.5 centimetres, and one on 7. Now, what we're going to do is do some score lines down, but we are only going to do them to this second score line here. So not the first one, just the second. We are not going near any of this bit, okay? We'll be fine. So to do that, the first one is 2.5 centimetres. So I'm going to line it up at 2.5, put my blade down, but I'm going to make sure that my scorer on the side, there's a little line. I'm going to make sure that it's in line with my score line, and I'm just going to go up, okay, at 2.5. So that means there's no score line on the bottom, it's just on the top here. So take your time about doing that, because you don't want these score lines, because on your box when it goes round you'll see them, and then that just makes it not very nice. Okay, 2.5 centimetres that was. The next one is 7.5. Do exactly the same. So what I tend to do is put my thumb under there, get my blade, my scorer blade, where I think it needs to be, sort of there, and then go up. Okay, and then have a little look. Is it in the right place? Have I gone up to the line? Yeah, so that's 7.5. The next one is 12.5. That's the great thing about the Stampin' Up scorer. Because you've got the scorer and cutter all in one, it's so much easier. Okay, 12.5. Next one is 17.5. Okay. 17.5, and the next one is 20. Okay, 20. Ah, so I've got score lines just going down the first 2 lines. 2.5 centimetres, 7.5 centimetres, 12.5 centimetres, 17.5 centimetres, and 20. Oh, I feel like I need a breath, to take a breath. Okay, now the bottom bit, okay? So this time we're going to go up from the bottom to this line. So you keep it in the same place, you're not messing about turning it over or anything, but this time it's going to be at 5 centimetres. So 5 centimetres, and you can either go from this score line down or from the bottom to the top. So again, I'm using my thumb under there to just guide where I want the score. I don't know, shall I do from the top down? Because I might go too far up. So 5 centimetres down. Let's have a look. Oh, phew! And then 10 centimetres. So I've chosen to start on my line and then go down and then look. See, that one went a little bit over. It'll be all right, don't tell anyone. Okay, next one is 15. 15, I'm going to go slightly down. Let's have a look. See, that one's better. I learned by my mistake. And isn't that what we're meant to be doing? The last one is 20. 20, see if I can get this one right as well. Ta-da, look at that, that's like perfect. I'm so happy with that. So on your piece of card, you've got lines down and now you've got lines up, and the middle should have nothing, okay? Absolutely nothing. And you've got a line down at 5, 10, 15 and 20. Okay, so I'm going to take my paper trimmer out the way, right out the way, and I'm going to have a look at this. Then I need some sort of tool to do a line from there to there and back down again. So I'm actually gonna, you can use your paper trimmer, but I'm gonna use a ruler so that you can see better. And I'm using my embossing tool or my take your pick tool. Let's see if I can use that. Be properly Stampin' Up official thing. Let's have a look. I don't think I brought the thing through. No, I didn't. Let's just use what I've got. So I've got this really old embossing tool. It's got a rounded head at the end. Now, so what I want to do is basically do triangles on here so that you get this effect. Can you see there's a triangle there, and it goes round. So starting at this end, I'm looking to go from here to here. So what I'm going to do is put my, let's put it that way around, put my ball of my embossing tool on that cross point, and I'm going to bring it down to there. And I am going to go over it a few times because I want this to be a sharp edge. Okay, so to make a triangle, I'm going to now join this side. So put it back where it was, and I'm going to come down to this one. And I am pressing quite hard because it's card. If you've got paper, you don't want to press so hard. So there's one. Now I'm going to go back up to this one. And you just keep doing that all the way along, okay? So I put my embossing tool where I want it to be because that gives me a guide for my ruler, okay? Whereas if I'm going sort of moving it around, it's not so easy. So I put my ball where the starting point is, and I place my ruler at where the other end is, and then I line it up like that. Okay, so I've got a couple of triangles now, and I'm just going to keep doing those. Put it there. This is such a lovely little gift box. It's not new, it's been around a while, but I love to look at things that have been around a while and see if we can just rejuvenate them with this beautiful new paper. Like I say, I absolutely miss this free as a bird set. I think it's because of the colours, maybe. It didn't really stand out to me as Christmassy paper, but actually it's rather beautiful. It's very subtle. Okay, and the last one, do you know what I've just thought as well? So my triangles go across. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need to do a score line from here to here because that is going to be a tab. So basically where the line at the bottom and the top are, I'm just joining it in the middle. Okay, so that whole thing is my tab. Now we're going to do some cutting. You know how we love to do cutting. The first thing we're going to do is cut off this rectangle down here. So we're going to cut it off there, and then I'm going to cut it at an angle there, and I'll show you. Now this isn't going to show up very well on this white card, is it? On this white background. Let me show you. So I've cut the rectangle and it's just got an angle there. Okay, now I think I need to keep that on. So, because I made a mistake when I made it. Let's see. So I'm going to keep that on for now because I think there was something I did wrong on my other one. You know when it's niggling in the back of your brain and you're like, last time I cut that off and it wasn't quite right. So I've just cut a little triangle out of that one. And then what we're going to do is cut a triangle here, here and here. So I'll cut it and then I'll show you, because this is the bottom of my box. So the same as you would make a little, take a little sliver off so your box joins together better. There, look, like that. Can you see? I'm going to go along and do that on the other ones. It just gives you a neater box bottom. Right, I shouldn't really be pulling it because that tears your card. I'll see if I can make it meet this time. So top tip, don't pull your card, cut it. Right, still had to pull it. Okay, do this side. I'm going away from myself. So if I put that back, you can see I've cut all these little triangles out of here, that one there, that one there, and that one there. Okay, at the top, I'm just going to do it on the first line. So just do the triangles again. So not only at that first bit. So just along the first bit, we're going to do this. I've turned it round so it's upside down for you, but just so that I can see. I don't think you can go wrong with white card because, apart from trying to keep it clean if you've got inky fingers, of course, just because it makes anything stand out, doesn't it? A bit like black. If you use black card really works in making things stand out. Now, on this bit, I think I need to take that tab off. Oh, God, I hope I'm doing this right. Otherwise, the whole video's ruined. Okay. So, let's put it all back together and show you. So, I'm hoping you can see that. Is there something else that can put it on? That's a bit better, isn't it? So can you see I've done tabs along the top, 2 tabs there, and tabs along the bottom. Now, I want this to fold round. So I'm going to burnish these, which just basically means fold them over. I'm not going to do it with my bone folder because I haven't brought it through. It's not like me, is it? If you've watched my videos before, I always forget something. It's because where I film is the other side of where my craft room is. So I'm like usually running back and forth, especially my early videos when I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so they're there. Now, when you do this one, what you want it to do is know where to fold, but it's a triangle, so it's quite tricky. So you're just going to press it, okay? Just gently press the triangle. You don't want to go right across because you don't want to line up there, but you do want the box to know where you want it to fold. And because I did quite deep score lines, the card already knows where I want it to fold, and I've just got to reaffirm it. Okay. We're nearly there, honestly. If you've stuck with me, well done. You deserve a chocolate bar, a 5-minute nap, a walk, something, whatever is your thing that gives you a reward, you've earned it. Okay. So, okay, it looks a bit weird now. I'm going to move that out of the way so you can see again. Move all of these bits. So I'm going to join it up first. So if I turn it over, I want this bit, those 2 tabs there, to join to there. So I'm going to put some glue on them, just like that, and that one there. Now I am doing it up in the air. I usually do it flat, don't I? I always say to do it flat, you have more control, then I don't listen to myself. Okay, so it's not going to go flat because it's of the shape of the box, but what it is going to do, you can join it like that and just make sure that it's lined up. Okay, see, I can see there's a bit there I missed. So let me chop that off as well. Missed that little tab. Okay. So that's my box there. This bit, the ones that have just got like the rectangle pieces, they're the bottom of my box. So they slightly overlap. Just checking you can see. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this side. She says, and it doesn't even come out at all. What's happened? It's got stuck, hasn't it? Now I've got gluey fingers. Let's get rid of that. Okay, there's a little bit more glue. And I'll put that like that. Okay, trying to make sure that it's square. Okay, I'll put that over. Oop. I've only put glue on the bottom too, but I want to just make sure it's stuck. So I'm just putting my glue inside and pressing down. Okay, so that's like that. Now this side is going to go across. So decide which side is going across, and again I'm also going to put a bit of glue under there so that it properly sticks. Oh. But actually on this tab I'm just going to put it there. Oh, it really doesn't want to come out now. Okay, so make sure it's folded the right way, turn it over, just put something in like your Tombow glue or whatever you use to do that, and just press down to make sure it's stuck before you start doing anything else. Okay, looks good to me. Now you can already see what a great shape it is. Look, it's like a diamond shape. So now all you do is fold these over. So before you glue, check that they're all happy to go. These two are a bit weird because they've got a line through the middle, but that's okay, you're going to put that there. So everything's happy, everything fits in, there's no overhanging bits, you can just trim them if there are. I'm just going to put some glue just on the tabs. I like to put glue on all of them at the same time and then just go round and do it, but you do it your way. Crafting should be stress-free, so whatever helps to make it stress-free for you, do that. Okay, I'm going to do, it doesn't really matter because they don't overlap, but that one's going to go there, that one's going to go there, they go down there, and that one goes there. Okay, and I will go around and just press on those sides just to make sure the glue is really stuck, so you get a nice strong top of your box. Okay, that's it, look at that. Okay, it's like a diamond. Ta-da! So excited. Right, the lid. Super easy. It's just a normal lid. You need 9, let me find the paper. Okay, you need a 9.1 centimetre piece of paper, okay? So 9.1 centimetres. I know it sounds weird, but you need it quite snug. 9.1, and then you score on all 4 sides at 2 centimetres. Okay, that's it. And then you're going to turn it into a lid. I feel a bit bad hiding the birds on the inside, but they will be fine. So when you're happy that your box is all okay, you're going to turn it into a lid. So to do that, you just cut down one side of the rectangle and make a tab by just trimming off a little sliver either side to make your tab. Now I like to go round my box and have a tab on going to, what am I trying to say? So that, I'll show you, hang on. So one goes there, and it just keeps following round. Some people like to do the two so they fold in opposite. I like to do mine like this. Why? Because I think it gives me a stronger box, and I just like doing it that way. We all love our own quirky little bits, don't we? Right. I'm already thinking about the lid. I need to concentrate on the tabs. Like, oh, get into the lid bit. It's going to be exciting. I can say ta-da. Okay. So all that happens is you put glue on every single tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put those down like that. Put some glue on. Got more control if it's flat of the glue and you use less glue. 3 and then 4. And then because I've angled each side of my tab, I should have a lovely fitting lid with no overhanging bits. Let's see if that works out true. There's one. There's another. And then this bit. Yep, look, lovely level lid. Okay, so there's my lid. Let's see if it fits. Okay, remember it's 9.1. Ta-da! So it's not really, really tight. You struggle to get it on, but it won't fall off. Look at that. Perfect. Right, the decoration. So I used some of the paper from the set. I used this paper to do this circle. I used some was it real red? No, cherry cobbler. Look, it's much darker and it goes with the berries much nicer. But I literally had all my circle dies out, the different variations from different sets, trying to get ones that layered up just right. Oh my goodness, if you follow me on social media, you'll see I was like, how can I have all of these dies and they not be the right one? There was. I just had to figure it out. Okay, so I've done this one because it's quite almost the size of the lid, and then I've done this because the paper, the wood paper effect. When I did it just white, it just didn't do anything. So that's going to go like that. And then I used this one again, and I was going to put the white one on the top, but then when I layered the bird, it just felt a bit, I don't know, a bit wishy-washy. So I went through my stash, got this glitter card, which is just gorgeous. And I did a circle with that. And that instantly made it feel special. So that goes on there. And then all I'm going to do to make it stand up is put some dimensionals on the back. So I'm going to put 3 on this one. It doesn't need 3, but it will balance it. It's got no weight on it, so it really doesn't need 3. But I really like the hexagons. Okay, so that's going to go on there. Like that. And then this one, I'm going to put that on with dimensionals. Okay, this only needs 2. There's not enough room for 3. I mean, there is, but you really don't need it. That's going to go on there. And then this little bird that I fussy cut, okay, he's slightly bigger than the other one, but he still fits nicely. And what I've done is fussy cut round the edge, but left the inner bit there. So I've got a good area to put my Stampin' Dimensionals on. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple on that. I may even put 3 because I really don't want him to move. I don't want him to get battered. I want him to be solid on there. And that's my bird on the top. And then I think we might have a ta-da moment. So if you've liked what you've seen, you can subscribe to my channel, and if you like the products I've used, just please come and shop with me at createtheottaway.co.uk. If you make any of my makes from my YouTube video, I really do love to see what you make, so please share them with me. You can email me that with a picture, or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook and message me a photo. So let's have a look. What do we think? Let's turn them out the way. Oh, look at those. They look so beautiful. I'm really, really pleased with that diamond books. I love how it's come out. I love the colours together, and these little birds just add that perfect touch. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Happy crafting.